Everybody loves a good celebrity couple. Justin and Haley, Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. These relationships, they look beautiful from the outside, and while also giving us personal joy, they also bring more eyes and money to the people involved. Examples are Taylor dating Travis increased his jersey sales by 400%. Justin and Haley being together thrusted Haley into a spotlight that she wouldn't be in without him. And Jada makes sure to keep herself and Will in the headlines every couple of months. But as we know, people have taken this organic thing and used it strictly for the benefit of their brand and social status. Now, there's two different ways people use these relationships to date for clout. One is for someone who reaches a different demographic or who is simply viewed as above you in any particular category socially. And two is to feed off the drama that comes from the relationship or multiple relationships. Now, today we will be going over 4 different couples who are dating for clout or have used, or maybe they actually are dating, but clout just comes above it, or they've brought clout from their own relationship. So we'll be going over 4 different types, and I'll be breaking down which ones used it successfully, how they skillfully played us into us giving them money and attention just because they're dating somebody, or just because their relationship sucks, or maybe just because their relationship is great. And today we will dig into 4 different relationships and see the clout that was gained just from them dating, talking, and enjoying or completely hating the person they're with. Okay, so with our first relationship, we're gonna do, and this one I think is probably one of the funniest ones. We're gonna use Drewski and Ruby Rose. And so you might look at them and say, like, what does one have to get from the other? You know, they don't really have the same type of audience or fan bases. They're not really into the same things. The only thing you could really say that they share is that they're both black and they both probably talk to the black community, or their audience is mainly the black community the most. So that's the one thing you would say they have in common, or one thing that they could probably pull from each other. But then when you look at it, let's break down Drewski's part first. What does Drewski get from being seen with Ruby Rose? And so when you look at it, you get a buzz. You know, Ruby Rose has been known to be with multiple rappers, artists, performers in her time of, you know, doing whatever she does, because I really don't know what she does. But one of her big things is that she dates rappers. You know, her relationships are very public, very open, and they're very polarizing. You know, that's one thing about that comes with Ruby Rose. And with that always comes with, well, who's the next big thing she's going to date? Who's the next big famous guy she's going to date? And that's where a guy like Drewski comes in. He gets a major push buzz socially, and he gets put in the headlines for maybe a week or two every single time he posts a picture with her. And now you're going to Drewski's page, you're seeing, what is Drewski doing? Like, and then, you know, you're kind of getting that little, like, Drewski's popping up in the back of your head, even though it has nothing to do with the content or the Drewski himself. It has to do with the fact that you see him with Ruby, who automatically, anyone seen with Ruby is going to get a push or a buzz, because the girls, the shade room, all the tea academics are all going to push that because it's interesting. It's what people want to know. Everyone wants to know, who is this beautiful girl dating? And now you might say, well, what does Ruby get from it? and Ruby lets you know what she got from it. She went and said that Drewski never had sex with her, and that basically the whole thing was fake, that he paid for the PR. And so now she, from dating him or being seen with him, she probably gets a little bit of his fan base, because she does have an OnlyFans, so she does monetize, you know, her sexuality and her body. So any guys who are into Drewski might see, oh, who's that? Drewski's fucking Ruby Rose? And I ain't gonna lie, bro, niggas always gonna see, like, what is you fucking? All niggas want to see, like, the minute they know you smashed something, they will be like, well, what would it be like if I smashed it? So then, you know, she probably got subscribers to her OnlyFans, and she also got the money that Drewski paid her. So in this relationship, I would say this is more of a people on equal footing, both benefiting from them dating each other. There was no drama in the relationship. There was no cattiness, anything. Even when they supposedly broke up, there was no disrespect. The relationship itself was the clout driver. It was the pusher for both of their careers. So that's the first one. And I couldn't get the stats. I couldn't get the stats of how much their followings rose. But as you can see, they're about similar. Ruby has 5.2 million followers and Drewski has 8.1. So again, they're both very similar levels of clout, and them getting together or just being seen together just pushes them both up in just let's see, the social, what's the word I'm trying to use? What is the word I'm trying to use? It just, I guess, in the eyes of viewers, you get put on the front screen, you get put on the front of all social media pages. So I would say that's the first couple and the first type of dating for clout that we're going to talk about today. And now let's get straight into the second one. And so we should probably do a little bit of what's a trauma warning with our second group. We'll be playing a little bit of clips from our second relationship as well. And our second relationship is E. Kane and Chris. I think this is a perfect example of how someone used their relationship to they monetized it, exposed it, and used it to build a brand. You know, every single time I hear about E. Kane, it's always because her baby daddy has beat her up. It's literally my baby daddy beat me up yesterday. Oh my God, I can't believe it. What the hell? How did this happen to me? And then she goes off and she says a bunch of funny things about him, makes fun of him, calls him a bum. He kind of sits there and take it, then he blows up and acts how he reacts. You know, it's basically the definition of a toxic relationship. And E. Kane, in this video I'm about to play, uses this amazingly. And she plays, I almost feel like she played the whole internet and women to feel bad for her and relate to her and be like, yeah, my nigga wasn't shit either, just so she could capitalize off the vitriol, the hate that people feel towards men, and capitalize it and make it a profit. And so as we watch E. Kane, we basically see her always making sure that when she goes on live, she's going on live with Chris. When she's talking about something typically pretty big, or most of her big videos are her talking about Chris and how he's not shit, or just bringing him up, always kind of throwing in subtle jabs. And what people don't understand is you can build a connection with the audience through negative experiences. You know, through a lot of people call it trauma bonding. So through that, you can build a relationship. People can feel like they relate to you. They can feel like they know you based off of the negative experiences that you're currently having, that they have gone through as well. And E. Kane basically took that and then started using her own personality off of it. So making jokes out of bad situations, shooting back at her baby daddy. And actually, because she is funny, she is a very interesting personality. She's funny, she's out there, she's very she's likable. And so she uses all that to capitalize off it to now where she has, let's look E. Kane up. Let's look E. Kane up real quick on Instagram. E. currently has 332K followers on Instagram, and let's see how many she has on TikTok. If you wonder where I've been, wonder where I've been.
You know, to be quite honest, I don't care what anybody says, all right? I don't care what anybody says. I love Nixie. Nixie's got a fan in me, son. Did we make some questionable throws this?
Okay, so while she has 300 on Instagram, she has 4.3 million on TikTok. So she's a very big creator, and based off of those problems with her relationship, she used that to launch the platform and then to build off it. And now she shows her personality. She does wigs, and she's created her own personal business based off her problems. And this is a perfect way to use your relationship, or use whatever you have in your life right now, or your struggles, or your whatever you're going through, to boost yourself up. Use that to be relatable. Use that to build connections with audiences. And E. Kane is the perfect example of somebody doing this. So, and look, even now, she's still with the guy. She's still creating vlogs with the guy. They think they've been together for almost 6 to 8 years now. And she just keeps, it's like a cash cow that never stops giving. Like, you just keep bringing it up. You leave him for a little bit, then you bring him back in. You talk about how you meet new people, then you bring him back in, because she knows what the cash cow is. The cash cow is her beef with her baby daddy, because that's what people relate to, you know? And again, it's just a different way to use relationships to build an audience or to boost your own demographic. You know, it's a perfect way to do it. It's the second reason. It's using the drama of the relationship to build yourself. So this isn't a fake relationship. It's a real relationship, but it might now just continue because it's very profitable. Now it's a profitable relationship. Okay, so here we are with our third clout-driven relationship. You know, I mean, I think that's the way to say it. But this one I think is probably the most interesting because it's a 3-way clout demon throuple. It's a 3-way clout demon throuple. So we'll lay down. We'll name our players. We have Madeline RG. I don't know who that girl is. I just know about her because of this. Again, just showing the effects of couples and the power it has and the clout it gives you. Madeline RG, Central C, Ice Spice. So this all starts off with Ice Spice and Central C kind of being caught together, seen together. You know, it's like, oh, like, why are they together? Like, what the fuck is Ice Spice doing in the UK? So stuff like that. And then, you know, rumors kind of start to form that they're in a relationship. And I was like, oh, like Ice Spice, Central C, like that's so cute. They're together. Come to find out, maybe a week or two goes by, we find out they're dropping a song together. Oh, so now they're almost kind of giving up that PR stunt. It wasn't even really trying to fake the relationship for too long. It was all promo for the song. You know, it's all promo. Like they're obviously not together because after this song, they never get seen together again. And so they use the idea of them dating to promote their song, to build up clout for their song, to build a name for the stuff that's coming, more eyes, more viewership, more numbers, more money. This is very typical, nothing very diabolical about it. It wasn't a very long fake relationship, you know, just something very quick, easy, whatever. And then this girl, Madeline RG, comes out of nowhere and she starts blowing the spot up. She starts blowing the spot up because I think maybe most Americans, I'm pretty sure she's from the UK as well. Maybe most Americans don't know her, but maybe she's really big in the UK. I had no idea Central C had a girlfriend. Like, I had no idea he was in a relationship. And so come to find out, he's been dating this girl for maybe like a year or something. They've been talking or whatever. They're together. They've been seen together, or whatever. She, once all this starts coming out, tries to expose him for being a cheater and how could he just cheat on me with Ice Spice? He broke up with me a day before they came on the scene. Like, that's so foul. And she just blows the spot up. She probably talks about this for about a week straight to build her numbers up. I've never seen that. We're going to use me as a test dummy. I have never seen, heard, thought about this girl in my entire life. My For You page is filled with Madeline RG content for a whole week. That is the power of relationships. That is the power of tying your name with someone above you. Madeline RG right now currently has 3 million followers on Instagram. Ice Spice currently has 11 and Central C has 13. So clearly Maddie is the lowest on the totem pole of this group. But when you pitch your name onto someone big like Central C, and Central C pitches his name onto somebody like Ice Spice and Ice Spice vice versa, Maddie automatically gets boosted up because now she's getting people who like Ice Spice looking at her of, oh, this is the girl who Ice Spice just took her man. And then you got Central C's people looking at her like, oh, that's the Mandem X. That's the Mandem. Mandem really like that. Mandem really a grimy sleazeball. You know what I'm saying? And then you have Maddie's own personal fans going, oh my God, how can Central C do this to you? And then you have the people who really are kind of in between, like me. I enjoy Central C's music. That's probably why I got caught onto it, because I do enjoy Central C. But now I'm getting pictures of Maddie and she's using this thing of he did me so foul to draw on probably other people who might like Ice Spice or maybe some girls who like Central C to come in and now support her through the foul thing that he put her through, which is building her audience. It's clouts off relationships. It's feeding off of the things that everyone knows, loves, and cherishes to grow their own personal brand. It's using real life things to make sure that in this fake internet world, you grow. So it's so interesting how somebody being in a real relationship getting broken up with for the fake relationship uses the clout of the breakup and the fake relationship to now boost themselves up, and everybody's numbers go up. It's a crazy game. It's a crazy game. I'm trying to tell y'all, the clout for relationship stuff has been built and expanded upon, and it's amazing how there's so many different levels to it, all based off this idea of love and people you really love, just honestly attractive people being together. And so Maddie completely capitalized off the fall of her own relationship and the success of this fake relationship to build in her own brand. And the song Did It First was about cheating, which just goes back into the whole tying it all together of using the fake relationship of cheating. That's a topic. He cheated on her to get with me, to build the song, to push the numbers of the song, to push Maddie, to push everybody up, to boost their numbers, to get the attention, the spotlight, and hopefully get consistent viewership afterwards. I think that might have been the most player clout relationship I've probably ever seen, and I fully support it. I fully support that one. I'm not gonna lie. Those were chess moves, baby. Chess moves, and we love to see it. Or do we? Or do we love to see it? I was thinking about doing 4, but I think I'm just gonna leave it to those 3 because I think they really capitalize on 3 completely different types of ways to use relationships to grow clout, fame, and grow your own personal brand. So we're gonna end it right there. Tell me what you guys thought about these relationships. Tell me if there's any other relationships you want me to review, if there's any other topics you want me to hit, or if there's any ideas that you think about that I might also be interested in, that I might want to cover and make a video about as well. Appreciate you guys for watching the video. And you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it going. TDR Shop, we out of here, man.